So here we're told that x is a number greater than 1, and we're asked to compare these two quantities. So I am tempted to kind of add this term to quantity a and then simplify it. That's kind of my first temptation. So now I just have to compare it to 0. So I can factor out an x. It's 1 over 1 plus x, just kind of changing the order here. And then add these two quantities, these two fractions, so that would be the product, because I noticed the difference of squares. Top would be 1 minus x plus. So this is, I'm kind of just doing it on the fly here. So this is drops out. So we become 2x, and then this is 1 minus x squared. So the equivalent question is, how does this compare to 0 when x is a number greater than 1? Okay, so that's positive. And this is going to be negative, because 1 minus x squared, if a number is greater than 1, x squared would be greater than 1, and so that difference would be negative. So I know that quantity a would be negative and would be less than quantity b. So the answer is b. So that's kind of my initial approach to do this problem. Maybe there are easier ways to do this question. Perhaps you can pick numbers. But I think the problem with numbers would be that you would have to demonstrate it for all values. For example, I can see students picking 2. So then this would be 2/3. This would be minus 2 over 1 minus 2, which is minus 2 over minus 1, 2. Okay, it comes out to be greater than 2/3. And then what do? I keep picking values, and how many do I pick? So in some ways, I guess at some point you have to sort of, I guess, show it in a more general way. I'm trying to think. Let me just see if there's other ways to do it. And I can write the quantity b as x over x minus 1. Note that's positive. That's positive, that's positive, that's positive. So I can kind of cross multiply. You can do that only if the terms are positive. So, because I'm comparing these two fractions, it really boils down to comparing these products. So x squared minus x, and then this is x squared plus x. And subtract that, minus x and x, add x. This becomes 0, this is 2x, x is greater than 1, that would be greater. So you could do it that way, although sometimes I'm a little bit nervous about doing all this, making sure that I'm not, making some mistakes. So, so I generally kind of prefer that personally. So to recap, the answer is B.